Welcome you all to Season 2 of Benji's Corner podcast. I'm here to tell you the story of Glacier and Benji, how it all started with a ride that lifted their dreams beyond measure, a divine appointment of 2024.
Welcome, y'all, to Benji's Corner podcast, Season 2. This season is about giving people their flowers while they're still here, acknowledging their greatness as it is present. Talk about living in the moment. Glacier, the Rookie of the Year. A real brother since day one. This day was crazy good vibes. The first day I met bro, and we were already freestyling in his car. Bro can really see things in such a way. If you know, you know. He inspires me because he is authentic, and authenticity is rare in this world that we live in. We connected because he was always himself, just as I was. The brother I had never met. Season 2, Episode 1. Continue watching, y'all. It's about to get good.
Sponsored by Saved by Grace Living. Click in the link to donate on GoFundMe.com or scan the QR code. Thank you in advance for all your support. You are making a real impact on lives with Saved by Grace Living. $1 to save a life. $1 to change a life. Help make the change.
Benji's Corner Podcast, Season 2, Episode 1. Woo! Let's go, baby.
Let's fucking
You know how we do.
You already know how we rock.
Hey, it's a whole vibe. It's a whole movie.
Theater.
You already know. Let's go. Season 2, y'all. Y'all won't believe who I have here with me today. Whew. This man right here.
Oh my goodness.
Let me see. Where do I start? Let me just, let me see where do I start?
My ears popped.
Yeah, mine did too. We don't litter. We'll be back for that.
Yes, sir.
So,
Take care of Mother Earth, and Father God will protect you.
woo, take care of Mother Earth, and Father God will protect you.
Come on.
In that order.
Freestyle.
Hello, y'all. Welcome to Season 2, Episode 1, Benji's Corner Podcast. We got something so special here for you today because I haven't seen this done before. I haven't seen the Walking Talking podcast.
Ever.
And it is an honor to have this man here next to me.
It's an honor to be here, sir.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you, brother.
I appreciate you, Mr. Benji.
Thank you.
All smiles with you. Every trip.
All smiles. I appreciate that, man, because, bro, you give me smiles from day one. So the man you see here next to me is amazing. A artist, entrepreneur, son, brother, and a true light to all who he comes in contact with. I'd like to give this man his flowers here on this day. His energy is so explosive, a true essence of good vibes, definition of a good spirit walking among the human race, uplifting, kind, and one of the most unique people I've ever met in a long time. Introduced to me by, I'm sorry, y'all.
No, sorry.
I just mean every word is in what I'm saying. Like, where I'm just not just hyping this man up because he's here to bless the show. This man, these words are very true since the day that I met him. So the man that you see here next to me is amazing. A artist, entrepreneur, son, brother, and a true light to all he comes in contact with. I'd like to give this man his flowers here on this day. His energy is so explosive, a true essence of good vibes, definition of a good spirit among the human race, uplifting, kind, and one of the most unique people I've met in a long time. Introduced to me by a divine appointment from the Most High, a true friendship since day one. My brother and friend, Sean, 2024, Glacier season, Rookie of the Year.
Jesus Christ, Mr. Benji. I just want to first things first. I just want to say thank y'all so much for having me on Benji's Corner. And not only that, since the day I've met Benji. It's crazy that all that was written, by the way. Yeah, just a little bit about me. My name is Sean Chishala. I go by Glacier with the artistry, but also, as always, my real name, the philosophy in the philosophy space. I got a lot of love from Mr. Benji. I got a lot of love from Mr. J. Rich. Just met him. And I just want to say, likewise with you, man, since meeting you. That was the only ride I did in Burnsville that day, by the way. Divine Appointment with the Most High was also a Lyft ride.
Yes.
So I'm an aspiring artist, but my current dream job we're working right now is Lyft, and in the gig economy. So a lot of what I do on a daily basis is service work, and I feel like that's my truest calling. Even with the music, it's to serve a purpose. It's to serve people. It's to heal myself initially, my catharsis, share experiences, things I've processed, things I've gone through, speak prophecies. But in the process, as releasing it, healing and serving and taking care of others. Nonetheless, what I was going to say with you, Mr. Benji, since meeting you, not only did we catch a little vibe in a freestyle, but we also were able just to, chop it up, talk about life, really. And we caught some angel numbers. We got that 333-444 very quickly in a span of 5 minutes.
Yes, when me and this man met here, y'all, like I'm telling you, the universe, God himself placed us in the right place, right time, exactly where we're supposed to be, because as you say, he lifts. I'm sitting here, I'm leaving the post office. I normally do the 15-minute wait, you know what I'm saying? I like to save my pockets a little bit,
yes,
but
sir.
I did the priority one, right? And so it was somebody else. And just before it had whatchamacallit, so just before the person was coming, it was some other lady, right?
Yep.
And then all of a sudden it switched to you. And I'm looking at the thing and I'm like,
see, I didn't even know all this, y'all.
You know what I'm saying? And then so I see the car, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then as soon as he comes around the corner, it's like where he had went past the spot where we were.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I had texted on the thing, like, hey, come back. He come back. He's like, hey, yo, Ricky. You know what I'm saying? Screaming my name out the car from jump. I'm like, good vibes. Love. And then we get in the car. Bro's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm with my wife and stuff. And, we're, I can't even remember where we were going. Oh, we were going to the library.
Right, yep.
And so,
what a wholesome couple, going to the library. Most people just be going, I drive Lyft enough to know, I'm not going to put everybody's business out there, but let's just say going to the library is a wholesome thing to do on a Thursday night.
Yeah.
I've seen other things.
Thirsty Thursday. And like, so we're in the car and immediately
stay hydrated.
It's, bro's got a vibe going. He's just chilling, doing his thing. And, he asked me, he's like, hey, bro, you spit bars? And I'm like, hold on real quick. I do though, you know what I'm saying?
You do.
And bro,
he delivered.
And I did deliver. I'm gonna put that in here too.
I got the clip. I still got the, what I'm saying?
And bro recorded me, and this is before I didn't even know that he was recording, so I was saying a little something. And then all of a sudden the world starts to change around us. Our energies, or the way they collided, bro, and the way they just intertwine with each other.
Interweaved.
We started looking everywhere like it's there. Confirmation all around us. It was just so magnificent. Like, I can't even
completion,
lie.
Confirmation and completion,
Exactly, confirmation and completion.
And the fact that we're here today, even a testament to everything. It's like, really, like, first time really doing something like this. First time definitely doing a walkcast, revolutionary by our guy J. Rich behind the camera, but in front of everybody's frame.
Yeah.
In real life, I'm saying, in terms of being a directive, the person that's behind the camera is in front of the frame.
Ooh,
and then
I like that.
What I was gonna say too, because literally, imagine we would be, if it weren't for him saying, "Us try this," we'd still be sitting there and or waiting to sit there. We would use our time walking, not as, not as productive. So it's just a revolution. It's a Kanye type. Yeah, he's on some Kanye shit.
That's true.
But to also add to my brother Benji, yeah, bro did freestyle. Bro did come up on the spot. Did do his thing. And then, dropped him off at the library. And then, we kept in contact. And even the content I've been seeing personally from you, Benji, it's been a real delight seeing, and obviously it reflects. I really believe anything, especially like content related or sharing yourself on social media, that's one of the few things. That's even like why, like, something like this too, like it might not seem like it, but like, I mean, I'm not nervous now because I'm with my brother, but like, it's more of a thing where, for me at least, I grew up with many like self-esteem, low self-image, like issues of that nature, like growing up. And that was like, I was also chubbier in my formative years, so that didn't help. But also when I get to the root cause of things, It's like, or even why anything ever like came up, it's really me just not knowing my worth and or being different and not accepting myself yet. So even like, for example, I like, this is just some like just random shit I'm thinking about. I went to so my parents, so I'm 100% African personally. So like my peoples are from Zambia. It's like Central Africa. So I'm not like and I'm not even as cultured as I should be in that field. Sorry, Makessa, I love you. But my parents did, with everything that they know, raise me up to become the man I am today, and I thank them every day for that. Plus, they're my best friends and my people. Like, got a real relationship, real transparent with my peoples. That's one of my biggest. Forget everything else. Forget even the music. That's one of my biggest like prides in this life. Because it took time to get there too, and it took this bonding to get there too. And all in all, what I'm even trying to share through this, I'm a bit of a scatterbrain. You'll notice that through the cast, but I always make it make sense. And always, the roller coaster always has its, what I'm saying? Like, the roller coaster has its radiance. And what I was trying to say is, always make it full circle. What I was trying to say is more so is through me, like, having those like issues or like not viewing myself in a certain light, but really like kind of. But when I look back, it's like I was also very confident. So it's a weird thing to even say that I had those things, but it's just like I didn't feel appreciated out there. So I would make that my perception of myself. Meanwhile, when I started really going within, like towards like 16 years old, so imagine like 2019, I started more so going within, even though like certain circumstances were similar, or even just getting like, not even being in the high school environment. Like I started doing online school, what I'm saying? Like, and even just little things like that, or just things that like I was able to like be more by myself. It's not, a lot of people say it's not always the best thing. And there are different arguments for isolation and like, how much one can be isolated at a time, or I just believe myself truly. I'm an interesting individual, and I really like, I'm very into solitary like lifestyle, and it's funny, like that's why I believe art chose me, like music. Yeah. It's like I found out that I was an artist at 18. I didn't know my whole life, What? I didn't. Yeah. So it's like everything that you're seeing is like, a development from 18 to now.
Oh, snaps. This that rookie year for real.
It's really rookie year, right? First mixtape, everything, writing in the shadows for 3 years, hiding my dreams from my parents, everything, like the whole nine, like arguments, all that shit, love you, Mom, but we know what we went through, and just with everybody, and not even just that, but arguments with myself, heart versus mind, and choosing heart. I really believe, and I love my mind, because that's what's, like the mind helps curate, and the mind helps, especially being a man, move through life with logic, but also see my intuition, my spirit. You see what I was saying? I was saying move with life, which is, that's my real, not move through life, but move with life.
Move with it, it's not like it's a barrier, something you're fighting through.
Exactly.
You're moving with it.
Thank you, my brother Benji. So that's the thing, and that was a pure example of heart versus mind / also like spirit versus like go more with spirit, go more with heart. At least that's me. Everybody works differently, but as a man, I do believe, yes, you do got to have your brain on, got to be alert, got to make sure, what I'm saying, but also head on a swivel. But the goal is to create a lifestyle, at least in my eyes, the goal is to create a lifestyle where you're not living with your head on a swivel. Ooh, I don't like even right. And that's coming from someone like, yo, like I truly believe like we gonna be like up. So it's, you have to, as a man, especially a young chocolate skin, no homo, great looking brothers such as ourselves and our brother J Rich behind the camera in front of the frame. We some good looking niggas, and then not only on top of that, but we are some niggas of value.
Yes, and high value men,
truly. And I don't just say that to say that, because this is like, before even all the money rolling and shit. And that's to say truly, the value comes from within. It's from what's in here. Because there's some people, like they always say, like the people that you could start their life over and they would be in the same spot. Yeah, that's us, man. And it's like the fact of us even doing this right now, like this feels not only so special, but just so connected. And even just like, what I'm saying right now are things that like I've thought, but maybe not said, but also just like, it's kind of all flowing. So I know we're in the right space, what I'm saying? And even walking, I feel like helps get the things out. But nonetheless, shortest story short though, I really feel like getting in touch with self is what helped bring not only a lot of confidence internally, and then even like I spent like 2 years off Instagram, bro, in the process from like 2020 2022 to 2023. You know what I'm saying? Like and then that's really when a lot of things started. Like, and I'm not even one of those like social media antisocial right. Well, I do consider myself antisocial on certain levels, but not media, but like just antisocial the word, but also then but I'm not one of those like anti-social media people, because I believe it's all what you perceive and all what you're bringing. It's like people be like, I hate my algorithm, I hate this. It's like, well,
that's what you're bringing in. You got to change your mindset.
Exactly.
If you want to change the things that are around you. Like, I sorry not to cut you off, but
we're free flowing. Yeah, so yes, sir.
I agree with you totally.
And I'm very long winded too, so mind me.
It's it's like where the life that you're living is because that's the life that where you see it. That's how you know what I'm saying, you can, how you're viewing it and, your outlook on things. Cause like where I've had that too, like where, I believe in like self-healing sometimes, you know what I'm saying, to an extent, like kind of like that solitude, the like, you know what I'm saying, some may call it isolation, but I call it really working on yourself. Like, I had to go into, I had just got out of recovery about, well, today would be 2 years, 6 months, and almost 23 days since I've been in recovery from, just bad choices, lifestyle, and, basically what our culture, basically, what's the word I'm looking for? Not values, but hypes up. Like where it's like, hey, come drink a 40 with me. Come turn up. Hey, come pop
smoke.
A pill.
Come do it,
all that, you know what I'm saying? I fell victim to that, in that cycle, and in that, because where it seemed like the norm, you know what I mean? And like to like come out of that, to have to really go through like a lot of battles within,
Yes,
so it's like where, I disappeared from the social too. No cell phone, no talking to nobody, no social media. So like, even like now when I get back into, as I get back into it, it's like where, it's different, right. I still see like, the things like I can't tell you how many times where I see somebody smoking, somebody drinking, something like that, and it's a Friday, like where it'll be a Friday night or something like that. And it's like where that's just not my life I live anymore. And then like, even if you notice my page, like I just share like a lot of uplifting. Positive.
Oh yeah, Benji Smiles 888 on Instagram.
888.
Everything uplifting, and also 888 abundance. Been catching I was catching a lot of eights like on the on the way here, and also just even Thursday when we were initially supposed to do this. I'll be catching that every day. Honestly, it's not even being cocky. It's kind of like a regular thing at this point.
This man has such a gift, like where if you know, and it's like where some people think I'm like, if you know, right. If you don't know, you don't know. Right. But if you know, you know.
Did you put that Pusha T song on your one time? If you know, you know. I could have sworn I could have seen that on your story one time. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Maybe. I mean, I don't really post like too much Pusha T.
Oh no, like it was like a
might have been a snippet or something.
No, maybe been like a song to something you were doing.
Oh yeah,
it could have been someone else. I could be totally blanking. Right, I could be totally thinking of someone else, but I feel like I've seen you do. Yeah, it's like the little music over something. But I could be wrong.
I do that a lot though. Like I'm the type where I will screen record.
Turn up a notch.
Oh like yeah, I had to turn up a notch. Yeah. That was That one was that little Dirks.
Yep.
Yeah, and like where what I'm saying, it's like that's what they said in the beginning of it. Mm-hmm. Like so, yeah. You on point with that, and it's like where if you know this lifestyle, it's like where because it's already out there, I can speak on it, right?
Yes.
So Dick Gregory once said, when the universe chooses you, you put on these glasses. You know what I'm saying? You've seen it, right?
I haven't seen it, but I have a feeling I know what you're about to say. You can't take them off.
You can't take them off. You can't put them on no one else, and you can't make no one see
what you see, bro.
And that is the hardest part, because you really feel like alone. You really feel like you like where at times it comes, like for me, it was very confusing, because I'm sitting here screaming like, yo, y'all see this? Y'all see this? You're like, I don't see nothing. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? At first I thought it was like because I was high. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was off a lot of drugs, you know what I'm saying?
Vibe, right.
And it's like, and I never even thought I'd be able to like even just being able to say that.
Yeah.
It's like where it feels like a lot's off my chest, right? Dude. And this is gonna be a live shot moment, because I want y'all to peep this. Yeah. Look right there, right? The sunflowers, right? Right here. You see the sunflowers? Behind,
right here,
exactly.
In the
midst of everything. That's how I felt, bro. Look around that. There's nothing shining, this and that, right? Sitting next to weeds and stuff like that. But there's the, you know what I'm saying? There's the sunflowers. Now, did that just pop out, or was it always there?
always there.
Exactly, bro. That's what I'm talking about.
That's nuts.
That's how life be lifing. You feel me? Like,
Wow. That is
yeah.
crazy.
It's
And it's all just due to being observant. You know what I'm saying? Being observant can save you from so many things. That's one of the biggest things I've learned. Even, you know what I'm saying, like, big credit to my pops when I was younger. You know, speaking again of what I was saying earlier, trying to build a lifestyle, even if we up and got M's or whatever, like, you know, the clean way, you know, the
legal. Everything we do is legal. There is
The clean
nothing
way.
illegal about nothing.
You know what I'm saying? It's one of the biggest things I've prided myself on, even taking a slower route, but working in the gig economy, I'm like, yo, at least I've made all my shit clean.
Exactly.
And even the art. But what I was gonna say is, though, lifestyle of that's a big start too to moving with a life not head on a swivel. Not having your head on a swivel, but at least needing it less. Just in the sense, like, if you make all your money clean, that's a big start of like, dang, you never have to worry about Fed's gonna chase me down, this gonna happen. And that's just from an observation of witnessing a lot of people young, like when I was younger, witnessing older people or people younger than me, you know what I'm saying, doing whatever, not to put everybody's business out there, but doing whatever, you know what I'm saying, like, even having opportunities to be involved, and just me, but just always being like, yo, I'm gonna stay in my lane, you know, do me, like, that's not me, you know, like, and just, but not disrespecting or not judging them, because I just always understand, like, yo, at least I've tried to understand, like, yo, people gonna do what they gonna do regardless, and you either judging them, you're either gonna push them away from you, and that's also good. That's one other thing I've had to learn. Like, back in the day, I used to not want to push people away from me, but I kind of always have, I guess, in a sense. But at the same time, like, just certain people I might not have wanted to, but sometimes you have to realize, even some of your closest friends, you might need to push away, because separation and elevation, they coincide, they go together, and it's like, as you go up, people will naturally separate from you. It's like olive oil and water, you know what I'm saying? Think about it, like, just anything in life. It's like, if imagine, right, we're sharing this, imagine this stuff, like, obviously it's gonna reach millions across, like, you know, in due time, but imagine if, like, that due time was accelerated to tomorrow. God said, all right, yeah, turn them up a notch, like, a million people saw it, right, you know. Ooh. and that would create a big disconnect with a lot, like, not a disconnect, but it would just more so what I truly believe, like you said with the sunflowers, reveal what's already present.
Exactly.
So if niggas hate us, it'd be more present. If people support it, if people didn't support us, the support more present. Why? Because other people like it, and other people start viewing you special. So then guess what? You get to see that and have those glasses as, oh, you don't actually rock with this. If this never made anything or never made any money, you're actually here because everybody else is here. Exactly. But you had the chance to be here from jump. Right. You know, large tree. Yeah. But some seed had to get planted, but no one saw the seed get planted.
That's true.
People mainly just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But anyway, shortest story short, though, is just perspective and just always, like, thinking about things like that. And that would create separation. And that it would also create, people being like, oh, Benji, let me get $50. Benji, let me, you know, like, people, you start seeing, wait, and then, like, also you're like, you didn't look at me this way like a minute ago. So, you know, and that's what I'm saying. And I'm just saying, like, I'm saying this speaking in prophecy, because I know this is going to happen for the both of us, through podcasts, through clothes, through art, through, you know what I'm saying, through whatever, through everything. We are genuine, like, and I say this with pure confidence, like, we are genuine creatives with a grander purpose and a grander message. Like, pure hearts win, no matter what.
Love wins. I got that on my backpack, bro. Love wins every time.
Every time. And that's the thing people fail to realize is, like, you know, the ones who are, not to like speak too much and not even to get into all that, but the ones who are, like, selling out and, like, only living their truest, like, wins or pleasures from a lower nature, like, people like, you know what I'm saying, those
who shall not be named,
who shall not be named, and not even just celebrities, I'm talking about just even people on a daily basis, like people who don't want to, for example, maybe go to college, but they're being told to, or they're, like, being bought out, so then they hate their life and they drink every weekend. I'm a Lyft driver. I've been seeing this shit since I was 18, since I didn't go to college, and then just watching everybody, like, secret
self-destruction of people.
Self-destruction. While it doesn't, the thing is, though, it doesn't look like self-destruction. It looks like turning up. Yeah. And especially, you know, and I'm a Lyft driver too, so it's like I also witness, like, people that not just like, and I always try to lead it to a better light, because I believe in, if you're already in an environment, people are going to move how they move. So the thing is, like, you can't necessarily inspire anyone to, you can't necessarily tell someone, yo, put that bottle down, do this, that, and the third, but you can definitely inspire change within their environment. So one thing I'll always say is like, yo, if y'all drinking because you know they're already going to drink, you know, whatever. Again, I don't even, you know, if you really break it down too, there's different ways of, you know what I'm saying, handling all that, but that's a whole different story. But the thing I always say is, and what I would even say, like, as advice, like, yo, like, you know, speak what you want to see happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, speak love with the spirit, speak love, you know what I'm saying? Speak abundance within your people, speak life. And if you speak life, honestly, and then what I just encourage them to do though, is just speak life to yourself and your people on a daily basis. Then anytime you drink or anytime anything, you're just at an elevated level of spirit where you're not, you know what I'm saying? So that's like kind of, that's a whole thing in itself. But really, we should just practice speaking love and life into our people every day, every trip, every possible occasion,
every chance that we get,
you know, I'm gonna turn up on every chance that I get. So it's like, if you think about it that way, then if you're already in alignment, you can have a drink or two or a glass of wine or two. That's my personal belief, and that's me turning 21, like not doing the drinking, not doing the smoking, like, you know, not even like really getting high till I was like literally like last year type. You know what I'm saying? Like, there been sometimes I'd have been like high as shit. Never no pills, no none, only a tree.
Yeah, we got a green thumb, you know what I'm saying?
You know, hey,
they
green
just
thumb.
legalized it, so hey,
you know, and even, you know, and even if without legalization or whatever, even like just perspective, and it's a plant just like the, you know, but that's again a whole different story. But not even trying to, and that's another thing too, like how I go about it. It's like, I'm not even trying to be the Wiz Khalifa of that. I love Wiz Khalifa to infinity. I'm not even trying, like with my like artistry, like I still record like all my shit sober for real. You know what I'm saying? Like I done probably only made like 2 songs high, and that was just, you know, with my guy, and we were like, I really, because I be recording myself, short story short, for context right now, working on, you know, grander things and stepping into a space where having an engineer, but it was my bro engineering at the time, so that was like the only way I could do it, because if I'm high, like I can lock in, I can focus, but it's just a lot for me to try to like record and do. But even not just that, I like recording sober because it's just like I can always be like, nigga, like, and I did this shit sober, because people love flexing. People love flexing that they can do shit high, and I'm like, that's cool to me, because like, but it's just like I'm personally proud of myself because I built the talent up all sober, and then started experimenting like from 20, you know what I'm saying, 18, 19, 20.
I'm proud of you too, bro.
Thank you, Benji.
Straight up.
But my good, yeah, I'm a bit long-winded, but overall, what I was saying though, building paradise within and creating a life where you don't have to live with your head on a swivel 24. As a man, you always will need to, in a sense, but at the same time, if you're moving clean, if you're moving pure, if you're not fucking people over, if you're genuinely living from your heart, and also, you know, creating with the mind, but if you're genuinely living from heart and spirit, and that reflects in your daily life and radiance, and you see the ducks and you can appreciate them, and you're not only looking out for just humans, but most people don't even have decency for humans. Imagine how they treat animals, and imagine how people treat, like, you know what I'm saying, like ducks, you know, ducks or geese on a road, like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I just,
people that aim for them as they, you know, trying to cross the street,
you know,
versus stop and letting the ducks go. You know what I'm saying? They just trying to, you know, we're all, you know what I'm saying, the most highest creatures, you know what I'm saying? He created us all. You know what I'm saying? Even like the duck, you know, its purpose, as it knows, is to sit there and it's searching for whatever it's searching for, and it's with its family, it's with its people. It's cool. Like, you know, like you got the duck over here that's just kind of like, you know, the one to the far left where he just chilling. He like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, I'm cool. You know, and then you got the ones who kind of together, but everyone's got like a little space in between them. You know what I mean? Like where, and it's just they just living their best life. You know?
Yes, sir.
Like, it's
like, I love how you put that, by the way.
Thank you. It's like where I read this one quote somewhere. I heard it's like, you know a dog for its whole life, but the dog its whole life, it's you. Kind of like something like that. Like where all the dog knows is you. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Reflection.
Sure, you know what I'm saying? You'll be able to, you get it from when it's a puppy to when it, you know, gets bigger and stuff like that. But like where all he knows is you. So it's like how you treat people, you know what I'm saying? Like how you treat animals, how you know, I watch a lot of that too. Like when I see how people carry themselves with other people, that, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
it'll show you, it'll teach you, it'll say that mixed with intuition will save you from so much shit. And that's one thing I've had to learn. Like, as someone I've always wished and have always seen the good in people, and I've always not only seeked the good in people, people who don't even deserve it. You know, that's and getting hurt. You know,
yes,
and being hurt by like not being like, like just like constantly see the good, ignore certain shit, and then like get hurt myself or like get stabbed myself, and it's like, nigga, I looked out for you, I defended you, I looked out for you, I spoke out for you, and like I could have not.
When I really like know you,
yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying. When I know like where it's like something, like,
I know you do some slimy shit.
I know your darkest secrets, but they're safe with me, and they actually mean that, and they actually stand on that. Like throughout like life, something that like where how, you know what I'm saying, I say this in a very humbling way, but how
speak it all. We getting things off our chest, catharsis.
How I've become the man that I am today is that where, you know, I always want to like figure out like, you know, everybody keep it 100, keep it real, this and that, and like no one does, right? And so I was like in my head, I was like, okay, I said to myself, I said, how can I actually be 100 even if nobody else is? I said, do the opposite of fake stuff. And it has to make you 100. That was my best logic how I got into it, bro. No lie. I was just like, if I do the opposite of food stuff, I'm winning. And so it was like, I said, all right, bet. I'm going to just start winning. I said, regardless of how you feel, how you look at me, this and that, I'm going to be me. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I watch people where, man, bro, like no cap. I'm sitting here getting into it with people, literally fighting, bro, over something like kind of with somebody else, and they just sat there and they watched it, right? And like, bro, you know what I'm saying, I'm like literally hurt, you know what I'm saying, I ain't win everyone, I ain't lose everyone neither, but dude went in the crib with him, and I'm like, you supposed to be my bro, how you going in the house with the ops, but we supposed to be cool? I said, you know what, I still ain't gonna judge you, I still ain't gonna hurt you, I still ain't gonna put you down, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna still lift you up, I'm gonna still, you know what I'm saying, because that's what I've always, you know what I'm saying, something I've always wanted, you know, like how we're like
pain.
And that kind of brings me to like speaking. Is this stuff? Okay. Here you go.
You got another.
But that was like a whole hour.
Bro, that's dope. Yeah. We still chopping.
Here, try to start over again.
Okay. You got another SD?
Oh, that's like 200. We got space. I think it's going. Hey, y'all, welcome back to Benji's Corner Podcast.
Welcome.
I know y'all seen, you know what I'm saying, y'all want to know, like, the reason why it stopped, I think it's just that where, you know, the camera can only handle so much
sauce.
You know what I'm saying? So
and
much
true interconnection and so much glory all at once.
And that brings me to my next part where, you know, because this here, bro, this is sponsored, you know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
We got a sponsor, bro. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Let me,
my first time on some sponsorship.
All right, like, give me 1 second. Let me find it here. I know it's here.
Yes, sir.
Let me see.
Mr. Benji's so intentional, by the way. Notes is like, I'm a freestyle type guy, like not just through the arts, but with life. So having notes, this is love. This is inspiring.
Hey, and if this was class, right? I was a dude that was like, you could hold my notes if you didn't, you know what I'm saying, come to class. So, hey, hold these for me real quick while I shout out our sponsor.
Yes, please.
Hello, y'all. Welcome back, y'all, to Benji's Corner Podcast Season 2, Episode 1, where your voice is always heard. Today's episode is brought to you by our sponsor, Saved by Grace Living, a non-profit organization that is about helping individuals discover a new way of living. How that only by God's grace we're all here today. While they primarily deal with individuals in the recovery community of substance abuse, their services are for anyone who is struggling or going through hard times. They are a nonprofit that is here to help. Be sure to check out savedbygraceliving.org. Feel free to donate to help those in need. Once again, that is savedbygraceliving.org, not .com, .org.
Because we organized.
Ooh, we are organized.
Sanctified. Catch a vibe.
Ooh, catch a vibe. Oh, it's a vibe. Hey, okay.
Yeah. That's love.
Bro.
Jay, that's crazy.
Hey.
I was just freestyle. That's crazy, though.
Man.
Life.
It's beautiful.
Beautiful life.
That's very beautiful.
Everything.
Hey, and if I could see those notes one more
Of course,
time,
brother.
You know what I'm saying?
You know I'm always hold your notes.
Appreciate you.
Literally, in all areas of life. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I got
yeah.
You know, it's like where I got, you know what I'm saying, like where you said earlier, right? You said you really did your research. You was like, yo, Benji, you really did your research.
When I saw Rookie of the Year, you know what I'm saying? Because I shared, so this is like one thing about me, like I share So that's what, I was saying about social media. So like the biggest, like the realest Sean, like the kid who grew up like eating lunch by himself and like, you know, and listening to Drake and Take Care in ninth grade and you know, certain things that just don't make sense to me of this outer world, or like, you know, or like me always being isolated is what I like to consider. And not trying to, but just finding inner peace from like literally just being away, and always, I guess, learning things the hard way. And then also that put, you know, me trying to like open back up, learning things the hard way, you know, pushing me back more into my shell. If there's anything that I learned really, with that, I forgot what I was saying. Fuck.
You're good. You're talking about how like learning things the hard way. Drake, Take Care.
Yeah. Oh yeah, my good. I was saying if there's anything, my younger self and just like the way I grew up more so taught me is just like not just absorb moments for what they are, but even like I share on a basis of just letting people know the authentic me, and that's how I'll always move. Like even like my social media, like, you know, saying like you know, I don't even like to get into like, you know, the idea of perception and other opinions. What I was saying, like one could maybe say like I share a lot, you know what I'm saying, and like I do, and I
love it. I'm
and
not gonna lie.
And I take care, and I take pride in it. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember like even 2021, and this is something I'm actually very proud of in the present, but was like embarrassed a bit after. But like I had a whole mental breakdown with the family things I was talking about, and I shared it, and it's like, and I'm very articulate, so a lot of things cut deep, and I was like saying fuck everybody. Like it was rough, but it was also facts, and it was also like, damn, how's this coming from the baby, like the 18-year-old? Like it made some people do some thinking, and I know that it did. And God bless everybody, and like I'm cool with, at least for the most part, shit, my mom, and you know what I'm saying, like to me that's who I care about, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I love
and my pops, my brother, like, you know, I'm cool with who I need to be cool with, and if anybody's not cool with me, that's cool, because like in a year or 6 months time, how I was saying, with us, you know, consistently not just elevating, I'm not, and when I say elevating, I'm not just talking about money, y'all. I'm talking about becoming a better person. I've done more elevation in the last like 3 years than any amount of a bag or any amount of fame or any amount of girls could ever bring. And that's a true testament, and nobody could know it because I was silently documenting it, but I wasn't, you know, to share it. And that's also like the best things when you grow and you hop into a cave and then you come out a lion. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's like, that's how the real ones really do it. Anybody who really just like figures out their life, they're not in everybody's face. They're not at every party, because if you're at every party, where's the time you're evolving? Your alibi is too clear. And I'm even realizing that right now. Like I'm about to take so my plan is, I'm trying to drop this mixtape, my first one, but I got 8 songs left I got to do. Sing 888. So it's finna have 12 songs on it. I'm gonna just say it for the podcast exclusive, since y'all hosted and had me so beautifully and did research and all this love. I haven't really shared the title like that, but the mixtape title is called Pressure Awaiting. Ooh. And the concept behind that, short story short, is one night in May, actually kind of getting myself out of a mental rut, literally May 2024. I was just envisioning, like, where do I want my life to go? And like, I, you know, got this talent, got these gifts, got potential, like, I don't need to be sitting here moping, you know? So like, after I got past the mope shit, I sat with Sean and I was like, what we really gonna do? Ooh. Just randomly thought about, had a vision. This is like probably in the AM too, you know what I'm saying? So like, you know, good angel hours, you know what I'm saying? Like real, where the real ones work. And I'm also born on a Monday, moon day, you know what I'm saying? So I truly not only hold myself to a nocturnal animal standard, but also that's, you know, solitary too. So like, I really started thinking. Then I envisioned, I don't know where it came from. It's the craziest shit though. I envisioned my mom with a diamond in her stomach, and the diamond being me. And the inspiration was me looking at a picture of her and I. So I was born January 6, 2003. This picture was taken, and I can even clip it too. This picture was got receipts for everything in this life. This picture was taken April 6, 2004. So a year and 3 months after. So the inspiration was drawn from that. But then I tried to think further before than that. And the concept was, it's probably like 2002, like when I wasn't even born. And I was envisioning my mom with a diamond in her stomach. Then I just said, cool, pressure waiting. And then that was, so the whole concept is based on that. Thank you. The whole concept is based on her pregnancy. But everything, even since my life then, it's pressure. Even my first performance, shout out to the green room, pressure. Like it was an open mic, but it was like, this is like August sometime, open mic, but had helly people. My dad was in there and didn't even tell me. You know what I'm saying? Had my people like really like there to support love. It was my, first time, like it was like some celebrity shit already before it, and it wasn't even like all that many people, it's like, but it was still like, it was a lot of people there, period, packed. And then just also like my people, my corner, like, had friends really like show out. So it's like, people who I didn't even know would show out, you know what I'm saying? And people who I wouldn't guess would leave left too, everything, like just so many things were being revealed. I was actually on shrooms, and it was on one of the handfuls of times I've ever taken shrooms, like handfuls on my hand, and it was wild because I don't know why I took shrooms before performing, but I did it, and it was like a microdose, and it was just the craziest clarity of like a lot of things, like even down to like seeing like a snake painting and like seeing certain people and being like, whoa, like down like that deep, and just being like entrusting not only God but also then the intuition of like, dang, like why is all this shit so clear? Why are certain people leaving? Why is it so clear? Like, dang, my dad was here. Like, I'm got African parents, nigga. They don't support. I love my parents, but nigga,
I was like, African parents supporting hip hop.
African parents don't support art. Like, so it's just
get job.
So it's like, yeah, be a doctor, be an engineer. That was both my parents work in the medical field. All love and respect to them, but bro, they wanted me to be a doctor my whole life. It's where part of resistance came from. Like, not like I was like, I don't want to do that.
I want to be what I want to be.
Exactly, and it's work. So shortest story short is with pressure awaiting. Mixtape come January, Lord willing, and overall, it's just the concept is just remind yourself that if you're ever planning on elevating or going anywhere in life worth substance, you're praying for pressure subconsciously. So if you're ever praying like, hey, like, want this, and not just wanting things, but also just, like even a healthy relationship, you're praying for pressure. You're praying for temptation. You're praying for people to not rock with that relationship. You're praying for people to come in, because a healthy union, like a kingdom union, like some real shit. Even just that, like not even money, not even career. I'm talking about just even a relationship, like that will get fucked with. That will be tampered with. You're praying for people to prey on your downfall when you want wholesome things in your life. If you want things that are going to crash, you'll have a bunch of people, a line of people. Misery loves company, But if you want things that are worthwhile in this life, you're praying for pressure. You're praying for people to kick that shit. And, the whole thing is like, that's where diamonds are made. Pressure awaiting.
Pressure awaiting. And when you said that, saying the mother in the womb, bro, I can see it, bro. And I've never seen it before. I never once thought about that. Like, where I've seen like I've seen like a flower, one, this and that. Like a diamond, pressure waiting. Brother, and tantras are crazy.
Love, brother. Doing my best, man.
I want to thank you for coming on the show today. I know you're a busy man, but I'm glad you can make it. Excuse me for a second, bro. I'm excited to have you here.
Yes, sir.
I know today is going to be an interesting and good day.
As it already has been.
This is how you know I wrote this stuff out, right? And
From the heart.
I'm just reading it because it's like where, my main point is to get to the end, but it says here, season 2, where it's all about the visuals and letting the people see who we really are. It's our time to shine, bro. You said this quote that I really felt. It goes, I conceal my confidence because I know I'm the realest. Because I know the realest me is too cold.
Too cold to contemplate.
Yeah, I conceal my confidence because I know the realest me is too cold to contemplate. Sean.
That's love.
I was like, man. And when you said, like, when I was like sitting there reading, I'm like, conceal. You know what I'm saying? You consider, you keep it, keep it close because that people aren't going to understand. Like, once you reach like a certain point, it's like where you said this other one is like where life gets easier once you realize that people don't care, what I'm saying? And
yes,
like,
sir.
once it took me a while to realize that too, because like I was like a people pleaser, you know what I'm saying?
Likewise.
Keep everybody happy. Hey, are you good? Are you good? Are you good? Thinking that we're like kind of like the flamingo effect or the something like that, where I heard it's like where you think that just because you're a good person, just because you treat people right, just because you know what I'm saying, you keep the scales balanced by, making sure that we're, where, you may not get even where, it needs to get even, or, just being good and genuine, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
thinking
sir.
that people going to treat you back like that. And it's like they don't. It's like the more that they just keep attacking, and you're sitting there.
Keep taking advantage.
That part, you know what I'm saying? So like.
Keep leeching.
Exactly, and you like, you know what I'm saying? Like where I got like when I got this one song where it's like I said, I'll go broke just to watch you crap out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
cause where it's like where I'm like,
Casino.
you think, yeah, you think I'm going broke? I'm not going broke. I just want to see, like, you know what I'm saying? Like when a person craps out, it just means like they playing with you.
Right.
So like where it's like, okay, you just keep throwing money down. You know what I'm saying? They think, oh, I'm taking all this money. Like, nah, you don't understand. You about to crap out. I'm finna get my money back and then some, and then I'm gonna go because I see how you act. You know what I'm saying? Like where people just
like testing, yeah, and yeah, that's a beautiful concept for real. Because people move a certain way, and think they'll never be checked for it, and it's like, I'm just one of those people where it's like, I'm gonna check you, and the Most High gonna check you double. But I don't check people how most people check people. I check people through the art.
Yeah,
I've had to check some people,
for real. It's like,
and not even trying. Like I've checked people like on accident. Like real life, like the music is so, at least the art from me is so from spirit. I've checked people on accident down to titles. Shit gets deep. And when you move as intentional as us, like, it's deep, bro. Like you learn people's birthdays, you learn people's I don't even want to talk about it. So we'll tell too much, but yeah,
for real.
God bless brother Benji. Really been
God
snapping.
bless you too, bro.
I love the notes for real.
You love note card. Okay, so
Please keep the note cards going.
that brings me to my next part here.
Yes.
And also to make sure y'all check out our sponsor here, you know what I'm saying? That's savedbygraceliving.org. And also to in the link here on the YouTube, if you click up or down or this way or that way, if you go to the page, you're gonna see a GoFundMe because this winter here in Minnesota is getting real. You know what I'm saying? So we raising $20,000 to get people blankets, to get them socks, hand sanitizers. You know what I'm saying? I want to get like some boots. You know what I'm saying? Create little care packages for people. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't gonna say this because I felt like it didn't need to be said, but I'm gonna say it because I feel like it needs to be said. When it comes to like a lot of nonprofits and a lot of places like that, like technically a nonprofit, they can, as long as they do 10% of the money to what they say it's going for, right? That's legit. The other 90% can go to wherever they see fit, as long as they legally. You know what I'm saying? Because you like and I'm registered too. You know what I'm saying? You can go check mine out. You know what I'm saying? I like, because like where for me, I was trying to figure out how can I tithe, how can I give back. And you know what I'm saying, how can I create something, you know what I'm saying, reflections of God, you know what I'm saying, like all his work, because you know what I'm saying, he sent to me, he said, saved by grace, you living. And I was like, he's like, that's why you here. You ain't here. Yeah. Exactly, living by his grace and mercy. That's it. That's the only reason I'm standing here today. And so, with this, with that being said, like where, you know what I'm saying, I just want to let the people know here that we're, one, it's not that I don't play with y'all money or I don't play with the humans here, this and that. I don't play with the Most High. You know what I'm saying? We get our punishments are different, bro. It's not normal. It's not like, you know what I'm saying, just your everyday, tit for tat, this and that. No. Play with the church's money if you want to. God, you know what I'm saying? That's a whole different story. Like that's how I got, you know what I'm saying, on the straight and narrow path now. You know what I'm saying? He corrects those he loves. You know what I'm
realist.
saying? And like at first it was, you know what I'm saying, and
our
it was
punishments
scary,
are
bro.
different.
You know what I'm saying? Like where it's just like, and I'm really like this time was the second time in my life getting my mind back. I lost it once at 25 and then I lost it again at 29. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that he gave it back to me, like where he's like, here, now play around if you want to. Hey, mess around and find out. I was like, God, I ain't gonna do that, you know.
Ain't gonna, right.
I like, so just want to let everybody know here that we're make sure you go donate. Click that link above. GoFundMe. Let's raise this money. Let's get some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Let's go do some outreach and get back to the people out there that's still struggling because,
please.
And like even like how where I had posted today, like where, you know what I'm saying, I'm a little dressed up. I got a little snazzy, you know what I'm saying?
Bro was at church. Bro was at worship today.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, and it's crazy because if you see the video, right? Like we're at worship, my hair wasn't done. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, I've been up since yesterday, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, I went to work and everything. I got off work, brother. Shout out to Rooted Men's Ministry too. You know, brother Billy. He had posted. I seen on Facebook that where he had a breakfast thing going. I said, all right, bet I get off at this time. I'm gonna go there. Boom, I go there. Then after I said, you know what? I got a show today. Let me call my stylist real quick. You know what I'm saying? And called up my stylist, and you know what I'm saying. I already had the clothes just because like I ain't never really, that self-care, taking care of yourself. You know what I'm saying?
That's the big.
I had to get a little, you know what I'm saying, get a little drip, you know what I'm saying, little pepper stuff, you know what I'm saying,
Come on. And he be styling too. You be styling on the regular, so
A little bit. I know.
and it's only gonna elevate. I'm telling you. Watch season 2, and then even the progression of this, and the progression with JRICH, and the progression with everything, and even locations. Because even like I could just tell he gonna, his mind, like he gonna sauce different locations, and it's not just gonna be here. One day we gonna be in the middle of Minneapolis. One day could be in the middle of Minneapolis walking at night.
Hey, bro, might have started something right here. You know what I'm saying?
He did.
And that reminds me too. Shout out to Board God Apparels. That's gonna be in the link too. I'm putting that in the link now.
Shout out to Board God Apparels.
You know what I'm saying?
Board God
JRICHOL. You know what I'm saying?
For real ones. You gotta shout out the real ones, because it's at the end of the day, it's always about who's here.
Yeah.
Because like I'm telling you, like I was saying with that million, not just dollars, but people or whatever. And that's just always a metric, but just always gotta remember, man. Start touching those. Like you just gotta remember who was here.
Exactly.
Us three.
Exactly.
Us three. No one's ever there when you're actually building something dope. Like this is actually revolutionary, and these are the things that people build, and things get slept on until all of a sudden everybody doing Wattcast, and who the first niggas?
Exactly. Who the first one?
And who started the idea? JRICHOL.
Hey,
for
real.
So I see things like that, and that's why I appreciate the divine appointment we connected on with Mr. JRICH, because when someone says some visionary, like some instant visionary shit, I instantly cling to it and I click to it. I'm like, yep. I'm like, let's do it. Like, even if it doesn't work, like I'm always willing, because it's just like because I've come from that perspective of trying to tell, like, even before the music, years of, yo, let's try this, or let's try, or like, yo, this could, and just constantly having just be, you're a kid, pushed to the side.
That's not going to work, or I ain't trying to do that. And you're like, what you mean? You know what I'm saying? Not realizing that you could do it yourself. You know what I'm saying? That part.
And realizing that the actual power is in minority, y'all. If there's any peace and wisdom I could offer y'all, power is in minority, not majority. Because if everybody's out here doing it, do you want it?
Exactly.
If everybody could do what we do,
right,
then how much value? I'm not saying ours would be of less value. We would still be at some of the higher tiers, but it would be watered down, because it'd be like, dang, everybody could think that they could do this. Everybody could schedule a time, get a stylist, you know what I'm saying? Have somebody as gracious as JRICH with his time, you know what I'm saying? Like, who could really, if you can actually organize all those things, like even this, like I feel blessed as the guest, because I just got to like walk in on set. Like transparency, I showed up late, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Still blessed, still appreciated. My people still welcome me with open arms. And just, in an intro that has been crazier than life, and from someone who's experienced many things many circumstances of like people treating me the opposite of what you have on that paper, sir. I just love. So I'm just saying, like, if you ever are around revolutionaries and visionaries, trust them first and become one yourself. That'd be the biggest thing I could offer anybody. Become a visionary today with Saved by Grace, with Benji's Corner.
Yes.
We could teach you the sauce. You just gotta watch this. All you have to do is observe, and not just observe and not listen to what we're saying. Absorb too.
Yeah.
And also just like peep game. Like SpongeBob. You know what I'm saying? Like peep game.
For real.
And trust that person that might be a little bit interesting, but they got something going on.
Exactly.
Because I'm telling you, it be the kids in the corner, man.
Yeah, for real. The quiet ones.
Benji's Corner.
Hey.
Wasn't even
catch that.
I didn't try. I wasn't trying. I didn't either until I did.
Hey, you just that great, bro. Like,
you just that great.
Hey, man, I really appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you, Ben, for real.
Hey, love, bro.
All the
always.
Love. I mean, right hands always. Just know, if I ever put my left, I always mean right.
Yeah, they know what it is.
For sure.
And so on this segment, right?
Yes, sir.
So, and this is the first time, I think, ever rolling it out. So it's a segment on my show called "What's Your Opinion?"
Oh shit!
Where I mention something and you give a short answer on it, or you can say next. You know.
Okay.
So I'm gonna
try to answer. I'm gonna try to answer everyone. I'm not running for mayor. I'm just an artist. So
yeah, you got a little bit more leeway. You know what I'm saying? The artists, they can say what they want. Like, yo, it's art. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
So
cancel me.
Yeah. The first question. So what's your thoughts on loyalty when you hear that word?
Loyalty. So loyalty. That's a big one. Loyalty is everything. Loyalty. I don't even want to say. Nah, loyalty and love. I'm big on both because I'm just a lover. But still hopeless romantic ass nigga. So loyalty though to me is like you said the example earlier with face the camera for this one. Well, I'm actually no casual. Actually, fuck with the casual because what you said earlier about and when I walked in, I was like pain because I've felt that and I've experienced that and like kind of experiencing that in present in certain circumstances in life right now. Do you know? But yeah, but nonetheless though, what you said about like how you going in the house with the ops. Yeah. And that can be done in many going in the house with the ops can be done in many ways, not just literally going in the house, but you know what I'm saying? Like side talk, side conversations, or dang, someone has a disagreement with someone and then all of a sudden I see you're with people that I had deep conversations with you about like, hey, like these people did me a certain way and this is why I don't associate with those people and or, you know, I was vulnerable with you and I was real with you and I was open with you. That is, betrayal or being a traitor, you know? So it's like loyalty is big because basically what I was just saying, loyalty is the opposite of. So loyalty is huge. My opinion on loyalty, be loyal to self and your expansion of it will just be reflections. And when I say be loyal to self, I don't mean be a slime ball. I don't mean be an asshole. I don't mean like don't look out for people. No. If you're loyal to yourself and if you believe like Benji's Corner, if you believe in Benji's Corner so 10, 11 toes down in this shit, Benji, like where you're stepping in it and not just, and I see you stepping in your truth every day so I can speak, you know, like not speak on your behalf as I always want you to speak on your behalf, but speak like with you and like as a supporter and a fan and like, you know what I'm saying? Like little brother type shit, like on some like admiration vibe too. Like, yo, like,
thank you.
Sincere. Thank you. Loyalty is huge. And if you're stepping in loyalty with your dream and your vision, people will randomly just like follow. You know what I'm saying? It's even like, you know what I'm saying? Like even how they be saying they hated Jesus at first, but eventually people had to rock with him. Now look how many people nationwide rock with, you know, like the teachings, you know? So it's like, you know, whatever form they digest it, whether it's, you know, stories, biblical, service, different ways, tapping in higher knowledge from within, you know, like different way. How many people rock with it? And that's like, and that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Going for generational, not just going for today. But my good, shortest story short though, loyalty is everything and loyalty is huge. Loyalty is life. Okay. My good, I pray that answers the question. In some sense.
It does.
Loyalty is big.
You did it. So, upcoming election.
Don't give a fuck.
Hey.
My one opinion don't matter, so I never vote. And look, okay, not even that. And let me answer more on a genuine note. That was my most genuine note.
I love the answer too, by the way. Yeah. It was excellent.
And this is why I'll say this, is because they can only divide. So look, treat the earth like a home. We all God's children. We all create in the like image vibes, right? How do you divide people? Start being like Benji. You're black. JRICH. You're a little more light skinned, but we all brothers though, right? So then they start dividing us through our own race, and then boom, okay, not just that. Ooh, black and white, or ooh, Latin African, or ooh, this, then, you know, Ethiopian. Even they divide. Africans are divided. Right. Latins are divided. Everyone's divided. So what does politics do? And I've been trying to tell my parents this for years. Like I don't watch the news. I haven't watched the news in years. God bless.
Same. I'm not finna tune into that
at all. And I appreciate you asking me because there's a lot of people who, and this is even something that like as it comes up and things like these come up in politics, I'm always one of those people. It's like I'm avoidant, but not avoidant because I don't have I don't do the research. I don't care. I could tell you what Drake album just dropped and the last 10 Drake albums that dropped. I could tell you about what I got coming. I could tell you about what Benji got coming, but I can't tell you anything about Kamala Harris. Like I don't even like saying the name, and it's just even the narrative and the deeper narrative even behind her. It's just that she has a little bit of color in her, so they're trying to get her in office to try to be like first black woman in office. Lady ain't even black.
All right.
And that's where I'll leave that so we don't get canceled. But
right, that's true.
You know,
no fake news.
But
what's the word you got to say for educational purposes?
For educational purposes,
or something
only.
like that. Yeah, whatever you got to say.
But that's the short story short is that politics equal division. So we trying to multiply, and we up in the sky. Hey, so that's where we at. We ain't at, I will not be at the polls this year and or ever. I will say I'll be at the polls if my nigga Benji run for president. I'll be at the polls if I run for president. I'll be at the polls if Kanye West or Young Thug run for president. Free Thug for real. And those are the four people I could think about. If my mom runs for president, and that's like literally that's like so it. I'm so serious too. Like if certain people run, I'll vote. But literally just on the account, even if they lose, just on the account, I just want to say I voted.
Yeah.
But other than that, these people that they got in office, the same cycle, the same plants that they plant in this shit.
Yeah.
Even Joe Biden dipping right before to get the black lady in.
Right.
Don't care.
Exactly.
But love, multiplication.
All right, to my next question.
Yes, sir. I love these, by the way.
Large companies.
Large companies. No beef. And I'll say no beef with large companies because large companies, I mean, imagine we met through a Lyft, right?
Yep.
That's a fairly large company to
Yes,
scale.
it is.
Uber, fairly large company.
Yep.
I got a lot of love for Apple, iPhones,
Yep.
Canon, camera,
Yeah.
large companies.
Yeah.
I believe in, as us three are revolutionaries and we can speak to that, in creating your wave, utilizing like things like even a vehicle. I drive a Honda CRV. That's a scalable large company. But I'm using my vehicle to get to a place where I can link up with y'all, and it's easier than maybe, you know what I'm saying, like than going by bike or something, you know. So it's like you gotta utilize these larger companies as tools to create your own way. Even TikTok has a reach. TikTok has an audience of billions of people. How do we get this content? We post we post shorts on TikTok, we post shorts on Instagram, we post on YouTube, post the full cast, but then also chop it up into shorts. Then, you know what I'm saying, you work the whole metric. I mean, you work the whole scale.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you do that, then all of a sudden we're independent, but then we're seen as a large business, large company. And I'm not, and I'm just saying, I have no beef with them. I know there's many entities for certain larger companies, some that we might not rock with as much spiritually, and there are foul things going on. Free Palestine. Also, yeah, I'm not even like all the way educated in that, but yeah, free Palestine for real.
Free anybody that's going through that type of turmoil, because bro, like, where I ain't gonna lie, so I had caught the news, right? I don't watch the news, but like where it was like whichever one was fighting, whoever just recently sent the missile over, like 180 missiles. And what really caught me was the announcer said, yeah, it's school bus size missiles being sent over there. And I'm watching it. I'm thinking it's like Transformers from one of the Transformers where they come from the stars and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, wait, what? Oh, no. I just walked out the room, bro. I could pray for you. Yeah. Talk, man. We just got so more recording has been stopped automatically.
Was this the hill, by the way?
It's right up there.
I think it's going on like 2 hours.
Yep. Yeah. I was saying, let's get a little to the hill.
Yeah.
Let's get a little hill action.
For sure.
Really bad.
For sure.
Right. Hey, they got a porta potty back there too. So I was gonna say, did you want to
just finish it back where?
Yeah.
Coca-Cola, but we don't sip that.
Pepsi boys in the house. I still buy Coca stock though.
Water boys in the house.
Shout out to the water boys too. Instead of selling drugs in the shade, they're selling water in your face. Buy that water. Don't sit there with 1,000, 100 racks. Is that how 1,000, 100 racks? Is that what the big stack is?
Wait, 1,000.
1,000, 100 racks?
No, 100 racks. No, a rack is 1,000. So if you say 100 racks, you're saying 100,000.
Well, they be having a lot of racks.
Hey,
I ain't there. You know what I'm saying? Got me a few coins. You know what I'm saying? So when y'all sitting there with big stacks,
you're making change with it though.
You know what I'm saying? You literally got all 5 of their college tuition in your hand.
Yep.
Give it to them.
$1 million. Right? Yeah.
Okay, we on that.
100,000 times 1,000. But I like that too though, because we thinking on that upper echelon mentality.
That's an L.
1,000
I'm
racks.
behind the camera on some DJ Blast.
Come on, for real. That's what we on.
Hey, so
DJ Rich.
DJ Rich. So welcome back, y'all.
Richie Rich, DJ Rockstar.
Jesus, that was good. Can you do a DJ Ill Will one time?
DJ Ill Will.
Oh my god. Can you do an EA Sports Me in the game?
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Oh my god. This is, dude. I got more than what I bargained for coming here.
Yeah, I
fucking with y'all. Wow.
Far, far away. A new person is going to emerge.
Ooh, okay.
Well,
Hey.
because, bro, you remember way back in the day when I was dropping all the mixtapes and I was like, fuck this shit. These niggas charging all this money for a DJ.
And that I
Started.
literally did that for put it all over it. I was like over the mixtape, and I was like DJ Richie Rich. I was like, they're like, nigga, was that you? I'm like, nigga, yes, I did DJ my own mixtape.
Yeah, it be like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's cold, right?
That-
Like,
now-
I'm charging, paying $500 for this nigga to drop his little name tag on there. I'm like, I'll make this shit.
Hey,
up for you.
that's how I came out with. Hey yo, it's your boy Benji. Tune in. We back with another one. We live. And as y'all
That was
know, you
smooth.
know what I'm saying? Like, look, we back in it full effect. They want to know what's the inspector deck to check the neck. Look, give respect to get your neck.
Come on.
And
And what's next? We about to flex.
Yeah, we about to flex. The next question was, you know what I'm saying? What's your opinion, right?
Yes, sir.
On this segment.
Yes.
The next one is Minnesota artist scene.
Fucking sucks.
Drops mic. Boom, boom.
And this is me saying this as an up and coming artist, and this is saying this with all love. Now, let me say this. Let me say fucking sucks from the politics scene. There's some great talent, and when I go to open mics, I've actually met great talent. Some that obviously it's beautiful because you're able to see the standouts. So I've always been able to see the standouts. I always, recognize them, try to, tap in with them because it takes one to know one. Like I said, that diamond takes one to know one. We met each other, took one to know each other, and that's truly being special and working through shit. So what I would say is, the Minneapolis artist scene again fucking sucks, and it will suck until everybody actually gets on an accord. Drake had to do something. Drake had to get crucified, not to mock God or anything, but like spirit, like metaphorically crucified to like do the singing shit. You know what I'm saying? And to build a new sound in Canada that then The Weeknd and like Party Next Door and like when he was building,
they are from Canada too.
They are from Canada.
Yeah, he did. He started the wave.
So while building that and also being inspired also by different, that's why I take care, like when people have like talk about The Weeknd, and like The Weeknd did have a big influence. It was Lil homie coming into the big homie, but also Drake curated these things to even happen. Yeah. So like, the influence couldn't have even been there without Drake like having the ear and being like, yo, I see you doing something, but that's because Drake started that from So Far Gone. Exactly. And doing Lust for Life, Houston, Atlanta, Vegas, and certain songs where he's really singing his ass off. And not only that, like bringing a different picture and not just talking about what everybody's talking about. Mm-hmm. So my opinion, my genuine opinion, and what I find to be fact as an artist is that anybody that's coming up in any scene of anywhere, not just Minneapolis, because most scenes also just fucking suck, what I will say. But the thing is, the difference is Atlanta figured things out because they had grander figures that always uplifted each other. Minnesota, at least to my observation, and this is like short observation because I haven't even stepped in. I don't even got my first mixtape out yet, not a song out yet. Someone could say, yo, Sean, you're making bold claims, you ain't even stepping shit yet. But the thing about being a coach and a player, Rookie of the Year shit, is being able to observe a scene before you even enter it. So I already know what this shit looks like. I already know what this shit looks like. I done been to open mics. I done, try to tap in with people on Instagram. I done seen people be egos and big-headed. I done seen niggas freestyle Friday. They not freestyling for real. Done lost a lot of respect for people. Done gained a lot of respect for the realer. Yeah. Certain things. So, like, things of that nature, I'm just saying, like, love Minneapolis, love Minnesota. This place has the most potential. There's so much potential here. But people just honestly ride waves. People look for big moments. People look for the next person to make their fortune. And management deals are all shitty. There's people who like never made it and then trying to sign someone to a shitty deal, and then like no, it's all ass. So the thing what I would say is we need a refresh, and that refresh and resurgence is going to come from artists such as myself, such as Benji. Not to shamelessly plug my best friends, but also Coda and Florence Mays, and I can truly back music.
Hey, shout out Coda, Florence Mays.
Genuinely, two artists and also my best friends in real life, but also, and everybody has, homies who rap and best friends. I can only back them based on not only knowing the work they've put in, being kindred spirits with them, and also analyzing the time off and the time that gets put in. I don't believe anybody wants this shit more than us, and that's just a true fact. And even, individually, yeah, just beautiful humans. But what I was going to say is, though, and that'll come to fruition. People will just see it wasn't a shameless plug, Right.
They gonna see it.
But and even if they weren't my best friends, they know I'd still say that about them. And what I was just grander picture saying though is it can really improve. And the only way it's going to improve is by people wanting to do something different. So right now, I feel like everybody in Minnesota wants to sound like Detroit or wants to sound like Chicago. That's like what I've been analyzing. Like, even go to an open mic and see what all these niggas you got. White boys talking about guns. I don't got no issue with that. But at the same time, it's like, who are you trying to? And I get it. That's just some people's real life and environment. I never want to judge anybody creating art, because art is not only selective, but it's also subjective, but it's also selective. So it's like, you pick what sound you want to create. And yes, everybody, we're all working with YouTube. Yes, if you're trying to make it, yes, we're all working with the same resources. We're not all like, oh, you have, a deal and you have a deal. So like, you already are in connects with the industry. No, like, we're all getting our stuff from the same place. But the difference is we all have YouTube. So we imagine, like, there's different sounds from all. Why is everybody trying to hone in on one sound?
Right. Yeah,
Niggas is not trying to do something different. And then, like, it's like the moment someone tries to do something different, it's like people instantly either try to copy it, so then it gets saturated, and or it just gets ignored because, oh, you're doing something different. Oh, you're not talking about bitches, you're not talking about money, you're not talking about this. Oh, we don't associate. We gonna go up because we gonna talk about the guns, we gonna talk about the violence. Not me, not Benji. But I'm just speaking live.
Real.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, so yeah, Minnesota artist scene fucking sucks, and I'll be the first one to say it and quote me and cancel me and do whatever the fuck you want as an artist. Because I'm not a Minnesota artist. I'm a global artist. I represent for the home team, though. And it's in my music, truly. Niggas from Minnesota don't really rep Minnesota like that.
No, they don't.
They rep it. They rep it for the fact to say, and I'm doing this for Minnesota, but it's not a real representation. I represent Minnesota, but I also claim the fact I'm a worldwide artist. I'm not a local rapper.
Right. Exactly.
But I just, it helps to tell people that, at least for a starting image, but I'm far from local. No, mine's had always been global. Thank you for asking me that question, because I actually had to get some shit off my chest.
Hey, let it out. I agree with
I
you.
really am irritated with the Minnesota artist scene, and I'm really irritated with photographers and videographers as well. And I'm also irritated with like executives and like just everybody who thinks they're onto something and they're really not.
Right.
And it's just, and they feed what they see as like kind of popping, or anybody who's like kind of trending or has like a little bit of something going.
Exactly.
But then it also be bullshit, because if you read it's like everybody's saying the same thing.
Exactly, the same thing.
Genuinely.
Bro. It's the same thing over and over. And I like, where, bro, like, you inspired me with your music, because
God bless. So do you, sir.
Watching you freestyle, bro, like, you know what I'm saying, like, with your stories, bro, it'd be a million of them, and bro, I'd be sitting there with all of them, bro.
And if you can attest, like, this is what I was saying.
Check out his IG. That's
love.
There. And I'm like watching it, I'm like, you know what I'm saying, like, where you really just freestyle from the heart, and it's like, where it's like, I've always wanted to do that. And you know what I'm saying, like, where and like seeing you do that, it's, you know what I'm saying, it's helping me come out of my shell, where I'm like,
that's
you know
love.
what, hey, yo, Sean could do that. You know what I'm saying, like, hey, even think, I'm like,
and if you my reflection,
exactly.
And if we creating the like image, you can do that. And not just that, but the fact that you're also special internally, because not everybody could see, and that's why I appreciate you, Benji. Not everybody could see what I'm doing and really realize that, hey, I'm trying to inspire people. Look at it, it's like it's something dope. I view myself as special. I view myself in a certain light because of shit that I've been through and that I've experienced. So I've earned the right to call myself special. I've earned the right to call myself amazing because of certain things that I've seen, which no one will ever see and or be able to detail or know, because I went through that shit by my motherfucking self. Mm-hmm. But the thing, what I'm trying to say is, though, I'm not trying to make myself seem like I'm something bigger than I'm not. I'm just being myself. Exactly. While being slept on, while being unappreciated by my own people, while having to literally strangers always seeing it in me, my own people not seeing it in me, like, and things of that nature. And what I'm really trying to say, grander picture, is I'm never trying to make myself seem bigger than I am. But what I'm trying to say is I'm trying to inspire.
Exactly.
And through being myself, and to inspire, you have to be larger than life.
Yeah.
Because if I am like just any of these plants, the same way we saw the sunflower metaphor, if anybody can trace back, if you're, what I'm saying, if you're keeping up with Benji's Corner, rewind back to the sunflower section. If you can peep the sunflowers in the middle of the prairie, then, and recognize you're special, that's what's going to stick out. Exactly. But if I'm just like all the prairie and the grasslands, I'm not going to stick out. I'm not going to inspire anybody. Exactly. Because if you're trying to blend in, you can't inspire blending in. You can't, because everybody is always trying to blend in. Even if it's self-destruction. Misery loves company. Why was everybody so depressed? 26. Even I was, for my own reasons, but not just in the wave of depressed. But then there was a whole wave of depressed ass music, sad everything, news, everything being pushed. toward, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Really?
and like,
Why do I have to feel like that all the time? What if I don't want to feel like that?
you know,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's the vibration and what the collective is, and what they're trying to get the whole collective on. So it's like, even now, it's still a lot of sad music, you know, being, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with sad music. Sad music has been being, I create also music that comes from certain places sad. I create what I feel on my heart that day. And I've been through certain shit. So many, you know, someone could say like, yo, like, but here's the thing. Mine always comes, at least speak, you know, not trying to be like, oh, like I'm different, but like also
no, you are. I can vouch for that.
And
You are different, bro, in the
that's-
best, beautiful way.
that means a lot, Benji. And from that place, what I'm really just trying to say is like, I create from the heart. So I believe in the fact, like, yes, there's art that can have sad and or depressing undertones because of what the person is trying to convey, because music and art is emotional. Especially think about a movie, you got like an hour to like detail. Now think of maybe an album compared to a movie might have more, but a song is how you capture one's attention. One song, you get one shot.
Yeah.
So how do you know if you're going to listen to an album? It's like a imagine one song is a trailer, even if it might not be the best song on the album. Every song counts.
That part.
That's why you have to make every piece good, because every opportunity, even just someone hearing in a car, might give it a chance. For 15 seconds, someone might wait, what's that? And then if it's not good, they might not give it a chance. Even a beat, it goes all back to creative process, being selective with everything you do and intentional with everything. So if every piece is good in that movie, then when you watch a trailer, the trailer won't be shit. And like I said, each song you could compare to a trailer. I'm thinking about all this live in the moment, actually.
Yeah, we in real time.
Really, you got some things to write down. That's why I love this too, because it brings out a different stream of consciousness than just like, you know, sitting having these conversations with self. So again, big love, brother Benji.
Love,
and yeah, so basically though, making sure each trailer is spot on, so that when people like come to the movie theater for real and purchase popcorn about your shit, that they're not only, so then maybe compare the movie theater to them listening to your album, but then compare like also the movie theater to another parallel, somebody coming to watch a show, you know, and making sure that like, yo, your performance, whether this is you have to have the same hunger that you had when no one believed in you, when you got millions.
For real.
I swear to God, that's the only way that this will ever work. And like, that's coming from a place of struggling. That's coming from a place of, I don't even feel like I know of certain people, I can't say that like with all respect. My brother Benji, like, you know, believe heavy. So like, I don't even like saying certain stuff around people who do believe, but also feeling unappreciated and unbelieved in right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, while knowing I know the real ones, you know, but also, you know, just real things like that are fucking with me in my day to day on the process of just even creating my first project, while writing in the shadows for the first 2 years, you know what I'm saying, and just like having to refresh and a genuine journey and being transparent with it all and trying to be not trying to be, but being as transparent as I can be, and showing my flaws, showing my mistakes, you know, showing the long-windedness, you know, even all that, you know, not being able to stick to a script, being able to stick to a script. Like I said, I showed up here late, y'all. I'm still blessed to be like in the goodness, you know, saved by grace, saved by Benji's bell. You know what I'm saying?
That's the Most High. Hey, the Most High told me don't go nowhere. Hey, he can show up 2, 3, 4 hours late. Hey, we got flashlights. We'll turn on a flashlight in here. They be like, where they get that light from? If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. And if you show, you show. But to wrap up shortly about the what I was paralleling to the Minnesota artist scene, myself, and then back to all artists, is what I was saying is just make sure all your trailers are on point. Then from there, you have a base of people who genuinely rock with you. So even if, for example, this canceling thing, it's not real. Right. Because if you are a manufactured celebrity, that's the only way you can be truly canceled. If you have people that real life will like, you know, not even try, you know, but like take a bullet for you, or people who you've genuinely impacted, or even like strangers who if you leave a good trail in life, a genuinely like solid trail, like of being a real nigga, it follows you. So that's why it's like, I don't even believe in fake it till you make it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna keep it real till this shit, like, you know,
take off even more.
And then
we see it in the everyday life. You know what I'm saying? It's like where they get, you know what I'm saying, that microwave, that one moment, boom, you got 1 million views, but yet you back at Burger King, you having it your way. But in Burger, you the king of Burger King, having you a sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Talking about some, I'm shift leader, You know what I'm saying? Got 1 million views, less than 20K a year. walking, you know what I'm saying? Like, and don't get me wrong, I can joke on them because I done been that before. You know what I'm saying? I done been a janitor before. I've been, you know what I'm saying? I've been homeless before. I've been, you know what I'm saying, sleeping and, you know what I'm saying, just where like of all walks of life, you know what I'm saying? So it's like where I know how it is where, you know, you had to fake it till you make it. You know what I'm saying? When nobody else, you know, was giving you that shine, you know what I'm saying? You was like, yeah, look at me. I'm good, right? I'm good. Whole time you're like, hey, am I good? Am I good? You know what I'm saying? So like when you can authentically be yourself, you get love every day. You know what I'm saying? When your name get brought up somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I was sitting here, I was like, I'm talking to my wife, and I'm like, you know, so I was like, man, cause I wanted to like, I saw my old podcast, and I was like, you know what I'm saying? That was cool, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, man, I got to keep going with it. And I'm like, but
Turn it up a notch.
Yeah,
I had to
exactly.
turn up a notch.
And I'm like, what would I do? Who would I have on it? You know what I'm saying? And then I was like, you know what I'm saying? This one we had just met. I'm sitting there, I'm like talking to my girl. I'm like, babe, I got it. I'm gonna have Sean on there.
Wow.
And she was like, what? I said, his energy is unmatched. I said, I've never met somebody that do it the way that he do it without ever even knowing him and doing it the way that he do it, because that's just the way that he does it. You know what I'm saying? Like where it was just crazy. Then like the universe speaking around us, I was like, what? I said, I bet. I said, it's him. You know what I'm saying? That's why like I really sat down and I was like, bro, it's you.
And the only reason I'll be doing this, y'all, but the only reason that like touched me like piercing. Oh my god, the only reason that really touched me in a piercing manner is like how I said mid podcast, I've encountered more circumstances of being treated or viewed the opposite of what you have on your paper today and the reflection that you got of me, which, you know, takes time for people to see, but I've always believed in myself to be that person, but while like it not being perceived that way, so having to feel a way about myself. And even you just saying that really just was not only speaking life, but that touched me a lot. For you to no bullshit, like to like see me in that way, because that's G shit, bro. And just know, as you know, I see you like in that light, and like, you know, the highest lights, you know what I'm saying, like, and I check with you, I check in for you, I love you, I ride for you. But that shit, that was,
thank you, bro.
That was something else, bro.
I appreciate it.
And that's why I was saying I was so honored to, even with rescheduling, I'm like, dude, I'm like, bro, I'm like, and I didn't even know. The thing is, y'all have to remember, I didn't know I'm going into this fully. Like I said, I'm a freestyle, like, you know, free spirit life of person type of person, but also with the raps, like that's my forte. But so even like notes, I'm like, dang, notes, like, I'm like, this is like, you know, very, you know, very, I'm like, it's new to me. So like you having that, and then even to realize that some of them like related to me as well is just crazy. Like I've never felt so welcomed, and I've never felt, even like running this in a park, and you know what I'm saying, like some people will be like, where's the studio, where's my this, where's my, like Jay Richard saying, my pink Starburst, like, you know, like we bougie with it, but we elegant. So like there's an elegance to being bougie as well, and being like, some people are just actually like, you just think you're a hot shot, but it's like, no sir, we hot shots, but we keep it, you know what I'm saying, like still like, yo, we want everybody to shine. If you feel like a hot shot, come express that as well. I encourage all hot shots in life to express their more Kanye-like self.
Exactly. Express your Kanye self. Be that. Yeah.
Because people hide it. Because people hide it in the midst of trying to appear modest, to appeal to the grand, like, you know what I'm saying, audience. But you're not always going to appear to the grand audience. You start getting a little money, you're talking about Ferraris and shit. Not everybody's gonna be able to, but they're going to. But what did I say? It's the same thing with the sunflower effect. They're going to be inspired. Like one day this is possible. If you always just talk about what's circumstantially around you, you're never going to inspire yourself, never going to motivate your niggas, never going to turn your bitch up, never going to do anything. But you can turn everybody up if you turn yourself up and have the confidence and express that, and you start moving like that, people start responding to it. And even if it looks a bit arrogant at first, that's why I always say, have discernment. Be discerning with how you speak about yourself, be discerning with how you go about it, even exploring the confidence and like how you go about, like, you know, reflecting it, because there can be, the lines can be blurred between arrogance, but if you always keep it from a place of pure heart and pure spirit, can never go wrong. Confidence and abundance were things our birthright. Anybody that's telling you that you have to be a lower version of yourself, that is what I was talking about, the wave of depression from 2016 and on, and all the sad music that gets created, not sad music from a genuine place. There's, like I said, there's good art that is very that has depressing and sad undertones because of motion, and that is one of the most common emotions. You got what? Happiness, grief, fear, sadness. You know, like there's like a very short spectrum of grander emotions, and sadness happens to be one of them. And sadness happens to be a chord that strikes many people. Even just think about it. Even think about Adele. Adele is dope. I don't view Adele as manufactured. I view Adele as a genuine, raw talent. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she was a manufacturer. I'm just saying, like, all these new kids and whatnot.
Right.
But there's genuine art, even down to the blues, even down to, like, you know, biblical times, lamentations, even, you know, anything.
Yeah, songs.
You know what I'm saying? Like, anything. Like,
songs and songs. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Like, anything. Like, sadness and sorrow and brokenness and I'm not trying to perpetuate it, but, like, I genuinely don't want to perpetuate it, but it's something that, like, especially in growth, it'll be your biggest teacher, especially as a man, because no one is there to save you. No one is there to save you with it. No one's there to help you. You have to find your own outlets, and you have to make sure that you go about that. So, like, in the art, that's why I was saying, I was like, yo, I'm not afraid to say in my shit shows sometimes, because I'm very sensitive, and I take shit personal, and people do me foul, and that's a real life thing, like, genuinely. Being the person that I am. I'm not saying that I'm perfect, but I am everything you have written in those cards. I receive that, and I not in a cocky way. I receive it and I accept it, and I know it to be true. And it's just crazier for it to be reflected from another such beautiful soul such as yourself. That's what, like, chokes me up. Even if I know all that shit's true, it's just like, fuck, somebody took the time not only to write this, but also he's that light himself. It's not somebody like looking to me like praising me because I did something they can do. No, he can do this too. He organized this. He can spit. He can, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many things like he has in his life going for him, where as overall he's just a great person. So that's why I always look too. Always acknowledge where, if you are ever being praised in this life, always acknowledge the sources where it's coming from, because many people I've recognized, and I've also like had like visions futuristically, always recognize if somebody is saying, and regardless, be accepting of all of it, but hold discernment, because just in the sense of, like, some people are trying to praise you to try to blow you up, to knock you down. Simply, some people are and this is what I was gonna say. The majority of people, if you are dope, imagine, I just think about the Drake perspective constantly. Drake, my favorite. I love everybody though, but what I was saying is, I just constantly think like 95 to 98% of people who praise Drake, like, it's a he's doing something I can't do. This is beyond me. If me personally, I like, and when I say praise, I don't mean idol worship. I don't mean false idols. I personally just like the word praise, because praise is it's speaking life into your people. And I'm not afraid to say I'm a fan of people. I'm not afraid to say I praise. You know what I'm saying? It's just reminding, not worship, not false idols, for clarity. But I'm just saying praise, just simply speaking highly of someone. That's praise. And I speak highly of people uplifting. You know, I speak highly of people on a regular basis. So I just call that praise. So I praise Drake a bunch, but it's not from the perspective. It's from the perspective of going within, becoming said artist, becoming good with the wordplay, writing my ass off for years, having no one notice all these things, getting the cadence, getting certain things I learned from him even, but certain things I created myself. There's certain things I'll go on record and even say, Drake, love you, but like I got some shit that's like superseding Drake. Exactly. Like in the wordplay sense, you know, and that's just a genuine thing. Like, just certain things he's done already, maybe things he has in the tuck. But I'm just saying, like, I listen to Drake albums nowadays, like, yo, like fuck, did he say that before me? Like, like it's that deep. We're like even for all the dogs last year, like, he had a Singapore bar. I had a Singapore bar I made. It's in my voice memos. In like, he dropped that album October 6th, 2023. I had a Singapore bar from like April of that year.
What's the Singapore bar? Because he said, he basically, I forgot exactly what he said. Nobody judged me, but it was just something along the lines of, that nigga broke as fuck, he must stay in Singapore. And so it's like, it's just a broke poor, you know. I've never heard that done. I had a bar though, which is not even no cocky shit, colder in like April of the same year, and I said, rich as fuck off rapping my flatline girl to Singapore. So rich rap, but then sing poor. So rich, poor, but then also rap, sing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's a voice memo in my phone today.
That's crazy. Like,
and what I'm saying is, I listen to artists from a perspective of always speaking highly of them, because I get it. That's the difference. It's like most people, and I'm not even trying to say most people, like everybody honestly, it's funner to. I miss some of the older consumer Sean days where I could just appreciate music, but now it's like I'm not looking at nobody as competition, but I just look at everything like so profound where it's like, holy shit, like I'm constantly analyzing like, damn, did I say this, or damn, like when I come out with this, is someone gonna because like I'm analyzing it from the creative space and the consumer at the same time. It's a lot to balance,
bro. That part is I find to be so hard, like we're like that, like when, especially when you're in self, what I'm saying, when you're in that cave and you're like, okay, all right, I like it this way, this and that. How about my consumer thing? So then you hop over here, then you hop over here, and then you're sitting there going back and forth till you get it right. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, I feel you on that.
It's a madness out there. March, you know what I'm saying? March to the beat of your own drum. But yeah, my good short. Yeah, my good. Next question, Bench, because I ran the 9 with that one. But like I said, I had shit to get off my chest. But
yeah, hey, let it out. This next one,
but it will improve. Short story short, Minnesota artist scene will improve because I'm coming, Benji coming, so we coming. But yeah, we saving the day. But other than that, this shit suck right now. Love y'all though, and I got love for all the artists that are doing their thing and creating, as art is subjective. And if you are healing yourself and taking care of yourself, catharsis, pain, healing, if you're doing that in any way, shape, or form, even if it's not, maybe our standard, I still commend you and still show love to you, dearest. But this shit suck right now. Love.
So my next, what's your opinion?
Yes.
Positive thinking and manifestation. Boom.
My everyday life, how I got here, how I ended up, hell yeah, heck yeah. Shit. That's our new thing, heaven, yeah, to be honest. I'm trying to say yes to heaven more so. Speaking of positive thing and manifestation, even switching things, you know what I'm saying? Like switching your language, you know what I'm saying? Like learning certain, like, I'm not even all the way perfect in this. And a reminder of many things that I'm speaking on, I'm just speaking from the heart. I'm not all the way like guru mastered everything. I feel like the only thing that I am of that is the music side, but even then it's like, it's still a lot to learn, or it's still like, like, nigga, then why don't you have 5 mixtapes out? So still a lot I'm learning, but that's like the one thing I really like dedicated these last 3 years. So, I'm the GOAT in that area, but, a lot of other things just walking through life. Hey, mountain goat. You know what I'm saying? Capricorn.
Hey.
Real shit. My nigga J-Rich, like we getting rich. On a bitch, But no, but positive thinking and manifestation, yes. Capricorn say different. J Rich, J Fourth. What you know what I'm saying? My guy.
Hey.
Yeah, we pay. To save you gotta spend. Yeah. And that's what I recommend. Now I'm playing we're gonna freestyle later. But no, what I was saying though, I'm sincere. That's how I ended up here. Like literally, and like even just like on a daily basis and not being perfect, you know what I'm saying? Like I still have my days. Anybody that goes through this, that's the thing about like being like spiritual or being like spiritually aware more so, I should say. It's like we're all having the same experience in some sense, or like obviously different, but I'm saying like we're all, spirits living in a human body. Yeah. Exactly. But the thing is, how I was saying even with politics and why I'm so quick to say don't give a fuck about that. 30 minutes. It's going.
We're back here.
Cool.
Alrighty. Welcome back to Benji's Corner Podcast, Season 2. As you know, we're on. What's your opinion, my brother here? What's your opinion? Continue. Positive thinking, manifestation.
Yes, sir. So yeah, basically, as I was saying, just my whole life, how I live, the mantra, the motto, the metaphor, the philosophy, everything. That's all it is. And as I was saying as it was cutting out, I was just saying like through certain things I'm speaking on through this. I do come, and I recognize this, and I don't apologize for it, but I do come with a confidence in everything I do, because if I'm not confident in it, even if I'm fucking up, if I'm not confident in it, what's the point of even, releasing it, or what's the point of sharing it, even trying to share my point of view if I'm not 1,000% with it, at least in the moment of what I'm, thinking and how I'm processing it. So I come with a lot of confidence, and that confidence is very real, and that confidence was built through, trials, tribulations, triumphs. Nonetheless, I say I'm not perfect, and I'm not perfect. I'm not a perfect person, as you can just see that last thought expressed. I'm not a perfect person. I'm very flawed. Move flawless, but I'm flawed as hell. And nonetheless, while we, still an angel though. You know what I'm saying? Still a saint, still
Facts.
saving. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? And
Straight facts.
while moving pure. And what I was gonna say though, acknowledging both sides is just recognizing like I'm not perfect in and any air like I said, the main area being the music, where I would really call myself that. But even perfection is subjective, because it's such a broad word, or it's such a crazy thing to ever say something's quote unquote perfect. Even like even any project anybody's ever released, like could you ever really say it's perfect? Like it's perfect to the person. Someone could be perfect to you. Someone, what I'm saying, a lady could be perfect to you. Like everything's divine design. So like things are perfect to us and special to us. That's what you always got to remember. Even that bird flying in, as I'm saying that, and I'm looking into like the trees and I'm witnessing the red and the orange, like this is perfect to me. This is like paradise to me, as I'm even shivering, you know what I'm saying?
Right. It's getting a little chilly.
I'm
gonna go to my next question, not to cut you off.
No,
but,
perfect. I was just saying, overall, it's just, positive thing and manifestation. That's that's the spectrum. That's how we live. Short story short.
Hey, I feel it. So I see that you have a lot of beads, you know what I'm saying? I got mine as well, you know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
And can you explain the meanings of your beads?
Yes, sir.
So what they mean to you?
So this is exactly what I was gonna say. Not an expert in every area, and you'll gladly see that with the crystals. So I'm aware that the top one is. So I'll tell you the story of. I got 1, 2, and 3. The amethyst. I got the ones that have these little silver pieces on them. I'll even show up to the camera. The ones that have the silver pieces on them, I got them from a vegan festival in last year. So this is 2024. So last year, 2023. But I felt called to those colors, and that's how I got those. The other ones are all from my mother. So like I was saying, my peoples, we from Africa, Zambia to be exact. My mom just, for the first time in I forgot how many years. So if I'm 21, like probably like maybe like 20 something to 30 years, just went back to her homeland, to our homeland, you know what I'm saying? And like she saw Victoria Falls, saw Zambia. It was lit. So these were like the rest, like the green one, the bottom purple one,
from the motherland.
You know what I'm saying? This one she had prior, but this is hers too. So like it's like 3 of mine and like 4 of hers from the pink one she got. But yeah, intentionally like for malachite for me. So I still have a lot of learning to do, like on crystals specifically. That's like one area which like boys been into, but like never fully like tapped into the knowledge. And that's just like an honesty. I just have an awareness that my birthstone is garnet, and for Capricorns, and I forgot birthstone for like Geminis is like Alexandrite or some shit. I wish I knew the Scorpio birthstone, but
it's like topaz.
Actually, yeah, that's funny. It is. Oh yeah. And you know what's funny? I said I wish I knew that, but I actually just looked that up yesterday. My God. I said I wish I knew that, but I just looked that up yesterday. I just forgot. But yeah, overall though, I love amethyst. I love purple. The connotation. So again, what they mean to me. So blue is my favorite color. So I'm pretty sure I could be messing this up. I feel like this is lapis. I feel like this one is aquamarine. I could be totally messing it up. I love pearls in general. To what they represent to me is, so personally, like again with the diamond reference, right? So hence even this is like a grander manifestation for like, you know what I'm saying, like one day potentially I'm not putting my worth in materialistic things, but one day I generally view diamond bracelets on my wrist. It's just a genuine thing, like, you know what I'm saying, like not for anybody's approval, not for anybody to look at me different, because the thing is by the time the money already in, it's like, niggas, you already gonna know we up, you know. Exactly, like, so I don't need to do something for like anybody's like approval. But the thing is, I've just always we bougie with it, you know, and that's it really is like, it's a true, like, it's for self, you know what I'm saying, like it's really a, you know, and depending on the intent, but I know that's, you know, that's not everywhere, the intent of that's not everywhere, but you know, we got it. So short story short, I even wear these like as a representation, like, you know, I always hold my jewelry up and I'm always proud of this, and I also love this. My realist goal is like when I, you know, when some bread start rolling in, how do I mix the diamonds with these and have these, and for the more spiritual meaning.
That has like all the different ones on it.
Yeah.
One bracelet.
Yeah.
Like my kids stretched it out, so I just stopped wearing it. But I was wearing that
I could imagine. Yeah, because it's a vibe. It's the
Yeah,
cat. And just always, I don't know, sparkly shit, shiny shit. But short story short, what they all hold, to me for real is just like, having some shine, having some sparkle, having some style, having a little bit of flair. That's like the biggest thing to me. Like, and I like, and the way I put them on every day is just led by spirit. So it's like I be setting them outside because reminder crystals can be moon charged and sun charged. So I be leaving them outside every night. Like I'm a Hawaiian type nigga, bro. Like I leave my windows up. Everybody clowns. Ask any of my family members. Yep, Sean leaves his windows open. Sean leaves his shoes outside. You don't know how many times he's been rained on, and or even these been rained on. But I don't know. I just don't care. Like I care, but I had my car seats rained on. I just done been through shit. Like I live Hawaiian, man, and that's like my genuine goal. And it's also through like, obviously being conscientious, but also like air. So also like letting things like air out and just like, like even if it might not do nothing, to me on a spiritual level, it does something, and it's a grand air.
yeah.
Live free. Hey, my God. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? Live. You know what I'm saying? If there's anything I could,
Free, die rich.
like Die Rich, and I'm with JRICH, and I'm with Benji.
Hey,
Gotta make, you know what I'm saying? Gotta make a lemon squeeze. Cause what's a lemon seed to a lemon tree?
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? What is it?
It's a future that it holds and the things that it could be. So let me show you how I present a little bit of me to the homie that I see and with the homies that I be growing up with. And it's like, it's crazy because like I got something for you, man.
Yes.
I got something for you. You know what I'm saying? My brother. This is for you, bro.
Hey, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's for you, bro.
What is this? No way, bro. With the $2 bills,
Hey.
bro. Jeez, I feel like I came here unprepared. Bro.
That's what we do, man. Thank you, bro.
Bro.
Appreciate you. It's all love, man. For real, for real.
Now, may I ask why specifically Jasper? I love this already, but
I was gonna say, so if you read, there's a
little
whatchamacallit in there, right?
a little note.
Yeah.
But the $2 dude, for good fortune and good luck.
How many you got there too?
Oh,
How many you got there too?
Let me see. Oh, 2. Well, hell, let me.
That's literally the only.
3. That's crazy.
So how would you say that?
I'm a life 3. Or wait,
Tres?
or 6.
No, like how many? So if you got like, so you got 2, and what?
2.
Hey!
Oh! And the craziest part is you didn't know this before I came on here, but I'm a life path 3.
What?
So my January 6th, so 1 plus 6, and then 2003 plus 2 plus 3.
Okay, so how do you
12.
do that? 'Cause
It's just your birth
6 is 2.
type. Also, yeah.
Okay.
But it's just adding up your birthday and then adding up the actual numbers. So like adding up your birth day,
Yeah.
month, and year, and like the whole year, not just 92, not just 93, like out the whole year.
Okay.
So then you add up 12. Then that makes 12. Also, why 12 songs on the mixtape? Add that up 12, and then that makes 1 plus 2 3. And then there's master numbers. Like if you're lucky enough, like you might be like an 11. Might be a healing, happiness, and optimism. I love that.
That's literally the only cash we keep at the crib because everything else is on the card. But we
Yeah.
have our
That means a lot. I'm definitely gonna
Gotta
keep.
keep.
Jasper Stone is said to ward off negative energy and provide stability and grounding to help bring you back into balance. Quartz is said to promote positivity in all aspects of life. True. And is believed to contain qualities that strengthen the body's natural healing properties. God bless you, Benji.
Hey, God bless
Promise,
you too, bro.
there's gonna be
Hey, and you said
gifts
that's
off camera. Yeah.
That's Jasper, right?
Jasper
Okay, then this must be Quartz.
type vibe.
Hey,
Amazing.
I didn't know which one was which. I was like,
Which one, right?
so hey, you got
Right,
Jasper,
yeah,
I got
'cause that
Quartz.
Yeah, it looks like more of like a quartz, like type clear. Yeah.
Okay,
But there's also
okay.
different colors. There's rose quartz. There's like different. There's like different levels of quartz. We got a picture.
As you know, Rick, I always been on the ones,
Yeah.
But as of the last year, as real, what I've been seeing now is the twos everywhere.
That's the That's the confirmation.
Just yesterday.
Telling
everywhere.
you.
So it's like it's elevating. Went to the ones, now we're moving up to
To
the
twos.
Yeah,
It's just doubling up the ones.
exactly.
Come
bro.
on.
Doubling up.
Double
Hey.
double up.
Double up.
And the thing too about the twos too, and all the angel numbers, they have different. Like even 5, transformation and change. So like they mean different things. Not and the ones. new beginnings. So even like October, we in a month of new beginnings. We starting, a new season, episode 1, in the month of October. It's a very fruitful time. That's why I love my birthday too. Like I'm in January. It's the October is 10 and January 1. New beginnings. But also just acknowledging like the twos though, that be the confirmation. So it's like new beginnings. If you've seen a lot of ones, but then once you get into the twos, it's like okay, actually like. This is like you're confident. Like, what are you gonna do with it? Yeah. So that's like more. So they all got their own meaning with it. 8 with the abundance. You know what I'm saying? Like different. Yeah.
Man, that's crazy because like when I was making my IG, right? Like
yes, sir.
Like
that's what I was saying. 888 is so dope because I catch those so much.
Yeah, it's like we're like I don't choose the numbers. Like how we're so like where I was like sitting there, I'm like, okay, Benji smiles, and then something's like it wasn't even me. It was like 888. I was like, okay,
higher self,
like
higher calling.
With the twos and what I'm saying, like with the different numbers, like what I'm saying, like for a while I felt like I was like the only one who would like see these things and what I'm saying. So like where it was really cool, like when I was with you, bro, and the world just started speaking, I was like, man, I said bad. You know what I'm saying? Like where it was great.
Sometimes you just gotta say bet.
Hey, bet.
No matter what. Through the worst situations, through people testing you, through things going well, through everything. So I just gotta say bet.
Bet.
For real.
Hey,
I've been bet been my favorite word lately.
You see what they say? Bet.
Bet.
Hey man, I think let me see here. So, you know what I'm saying? Let me see, I'm gonna get a little off camera here. They got the off white, but you know what I'm saying? Hey, and you got the moon behind you too, bro.
On a smooth night.
What I'm saying? Yeah.
My favorite. That's my realist. Yeah, reflection. I'm a moon boy. Like I said, born on a Monday. Hey. Moon day. Lunes.
So if you notice anything about me,
yes,
about
sir.
how we move, we got to make a blast, bro.
As always.
Say, go out like you came in, bro.
As always.
What I'm saying? It's like where, it's getting dark out here, getting a little chilly.
Yes, sir.
What I'm saying? But
tell them get in with me.
Hey, get in. Hey, season 2, episode 1. Benji's Corner podcast with Glacier, Rookie of the Year.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? My brother Sean, man, bro. It's been amazing, bro.
It's
been an honor. You know what I'm saying?
It's been the highest honor.
To be with you here.
Many reflections, many revelations, I believe. Yeah. We'll even have to sit and write and chop it up about these things and even realize how can we, it's been a great vibe. And how can we, bring some of these things into fruition, quicker, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like
it's already on the way to us now.
Let's do it.
Amen.
Hey. Yes, sir.
Ashe.
Hey. Let's see. How we going? You got yours?
Yes, sir. All right, hold up. I'm gonna be on time. That's time.
Oh, you almost there.
This is that.
It's that process.
This is that. I didn't go to college.
Yeah. This is my moment.
I'm just waiting on my moment.
Hey.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Champagne.
Hey, champagne bottles, baby. You feel me? Benji's Corner podcast, season 2, episode 1.
Nigga.
You know what it is. Let's go! Hey! Yes. We Adi 5,000.
Yeah. Champagne. It's a rap from the rapper.
Love, man, love. Yes, sir. Yes. Love, bro. Love. Peace. Blessings. Prosperity and
abundance.
Bliss.
I cut it.
Joy.
Yeah, we still.
we
this is real life. That's how I'm saying.
No, I'm just letting you know. Yeah, I did.